Group Captain E.R. Rajapan, Chairman and Managing Director, Shivayu Aerospace.
Should be on.
A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Darrell and the co-panelists. I am Group Captain Rajapan. I rendered 33 years of service to the Indian Air Force. So thereafter, I was also with the United Nations. Presently, I am running my own aerospace and defense companies. I am the consultant to Government of Karnataka on the airport and the heliports. I'm an aviation, aerospace, and defense expert. I'm an author, thinker, ideator, and very much fascinated by this new technology-driven aerial platform, that is advanced air mobility platform. And my company has got capability for manufacturing some of the mechanical components of this new aerial platform. And it would be my pleasure to interact with the task force and also from the people from the industry who are interested in taking forward these advanced aerial mobility platforms to a commercially viable scale and also utilizing the export potential in this arena. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I come to the group captain now, actually, and could you just tell us how you would, yeah, sure, come on up. If you could give us a bit of a summary of what you guys are doing and how you would adapt your business to help support aviation here.
Check. AASHA presentation, please. Good afternoon, Mr. Darrell, co-panelists, government officials, friends from the industry, and the armed forces officers, people from the media. Once again, a very warm good afternoon to all of you. I've already mentioned my background. I'm an ex-Air Force officer. And in the last 5 years, I've also experienced as an aerospace and defense industrialist. I'm also an academician and an author. This is a very interesting field as far as I'm concerned. As you all know that advanced air mobility platforms, be it the drones or eVTOLs or STOLs, are all here, and this is going to be the mainstay of last mile connectivity in the coming decades. And India, as an emerging, I would give that adjective, a fast and rapidly growing economy, it is imperative that India also adopt these systems and make it as part of the national transportation system. I will not go into the history and the nuances of the advanced aerial mobility platforms, but it would be suffice to understand, though we have had 3-4 sessions describing about the technology, infrastructure, etc. required for the operation of these platforms. The physical infrastructure for operation of the advanced air mobility platforms are vertiports and vertistops, digital infrastructure, highly automated framework of operations, and the most important thing, the unmanned traffic management system. Let us dwell a little on the history of advanced air mobility platforms. It was in 2017, though these trials have taken place earlier in other countries, but it was officially done in 2017 in Dubai. And in the last 6 years, this industry has grown manifold and in a much rapid fashion as compared to the development of technology in the aviation, as we know. Dubai, as we know it, it's a city of glamour, it's a city of skyscraper, and the rich people of that country, the Arabs, they would also like to get any machine which comes to them as the first possession to satisfy their ego. So Dubai is going to be the hub center for the operations of advanced air mobility platforms in the coming years. And it would also give an example to the rest of the world how to develop these systems and commercially operate it and safely operate it. That is even more important. Let us now look at which are the countries which have already perfected or in the process of further improving this technology. USA, UK, Germany, South Korea, France, Sweden, Japan, Canada, Brazil, Russia, and the Indians have also got on the bandwagon. And a lot of studies are being conducted in India also to develop cost-effective and safe air mobility systems. We are already manufacturing the drones, which are going to be cost-effective as compared to the rest of the drones manufactured in other parts of the world. We also know that these are the companies which are already manufacturing VA systems, Volocopter, Altero, Joby, Whiskey, Wire, and Verdio of USA, Space Ride of Canada, EHang of China, MacFly Aero of Russia, and Bumbly and IIT startup in India. What is the business volume or the market of the air mobility systems in the world in the coming times? As per the Morgan Stanley report, between 2021 and 2040, the business is worth or going to be around 1 trillion by 2040. It is a humongous amount of revenue, and everybody has the opportunity to take a pie of this one, subject to the nation and the people are willing to put an effort to perfect this technology and reap the benefits. These are some of the models which are already in the market, and these models are being further developed, and also advanced technologies are being embedded so that the range and also safety is improved. So it is for certain that air mobility platforms, especially the VTOLs and the STOLs, they are going to be the last mile connectivity, intra as well as intercities. And with the UDAN scheme of the government of India, the tier 2 and tier 3 cities are being connected. So, and in the coming years, I personally feel, and it's my strong conviction as well, that these platforms are going to be the link between these tier 2 and tier 3 cities, where the flying an ATR or a 20-seater aircraft is not going to be economical, but this is definitely going to be economical. So let us understand the subsystems of this air mobility systems. The main body is the fuselage, the propeller or the rotor, and the power plant is the battery, which could be either lithium or hydrogen, the fuel cells, the flight control systems, communication systems, including navigation. Then what is more important is to make it safe, it has to have redundancy in every aspect of its components, like aircraft and helicopters. Presently, some of the systems which are already being tested do not have this redundancy in all the aspects of its components. Now, coming to the fact that these advanced air mobility platforms are going to be an integral part of the economy of India, and it can drive the economic to a next level. If that is so the case, who would have to, take the lead in building this infrastructure? I am now going to talk to you on the challenges and the way forward in creating the ecosystem, which is very, very important for any nation, whether it should be driven by the government or by the private sector based on the demand and supply, or it could be a combination of both. Let us come to our own country, India. We have created extensive capability and infrastructure for the manufacture of aircraft, not passenger aircraft though, but do we have Dornier 228, it's a small passenger aircraft. But in terms of military aircraft, we have created an extensive and robust infrastructure, which I personally believe that can be utilized for the design, development, and testing. Well, without the participation of the private players, it is not possible to take this program to the next level. So industry participation, especially the MSMEs, which are the capability to invest money and also take the risk of developing systems initially at no cost, no commitment, but certainly with the eye on finance and revenue in the coming years as we scale up the systems and the number of units being sold will increase. Well, due to time constraints, so I'm not able to completely cover my talk. But what I would like to, stress upon the fact is that India has got robust capabilities in terms of manpower, in terms of infrastructure. It is time for the global OEMs first to partner with the Indian partners, also identify the companies which are the capability to get into a transfer technology or JV, then also invest the fund which is required for further advancement of the technology and also the manufacturing within this country. And I'm sure that India on the growth path and being a developing economy with a population of 1.38 billion, it is going to be a profitable investment for the OEMs. What is important is do not reinvent the wheel. The wheels have already been invented in other parts of the world. So it is pointless to invest too much money on developing the same technology here. It is an opportunity for the OEMs to partner with the Indian players and use this opportunity for manufacturing their products in the country and also sale to the outside world. We as a country can definitely benefit by giving our manpower and also the infrastructure in terms of the state as well as the private players to accelerate the growth of air mobility systems. And as a last word, what I would like to say is that the management of air traffic is not so difficult. And if US can manage the air traffic, thousands of aircraft and European Union sky, flying so many aircraft in a limited airspace, Indian airspace is not so restricted and congested, so we can definitely plan and also operate the systems without any problems, especially VFR flights or VFR flights. Thank you for your patient listening. I'm available for contacting and any sort of clarification. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.